Welcome back to another special feature to Tomorrow's Leaders. Our featured Rice student athlete here this week is the great Bella Killgore, Rice Owls senior goalkeeper. Bella, how is the early summer treating you? How are things?
Hi, JP. Summer's been really good. Thank you.
Good deal. So tell us, with all the transition that's gone with college athletes here these last few seasons, and you in the midst of that. How tough has it been, if that's even the right phrase, because you all juggled great perseverance off the field with great success on the pitch?
Yeah, I think that we obviously had to take that fall off with COVID in 2020. And I think we just set a really great foundation, working really hard every day, even though we didn't know when we were going to play. And then, we had a great spring campaign. That 2020 made it pretty far in the tournament and were quite successful. And then came back and had a great fall last fall. So I think just setting up that foundation was really great and has just been great for us as a program.
So let's talk about you personally. Give us a little bit of your background, included in that, making the switch from Northern California life here to great Houston and Texas life in high school. So give us a little bit of your background, when you became interested in soccer, and what brings you here now.
Yeah, I think I've always grown up just like loving soccer. I've always played soccer. It's always been my favorite sport. I played competitively ever since I could, like U9, I think, and goalkeeper probably U11. So that's probably when I was about 11 or 12. But yeah, my family moved from Northern California to Houston in high school. And so my family's Houston now. Houston feels like home to me. So I'm really happy to have stayed at home and gone to Rice. And I'm a rising fifth year senior on the soccer team, obviously, play goalkeeper. So that's me. I'm majoring in chemical engineering with a minor in computational math.
Wow. What would you like to do with that after your playing days are over?
Um, I'm a little bit undecided on that front. I definitely want to try and play professionally for a couple years actually after Rice and then enter the workforce at some point. I hope to do something to have a greater impact on the world. There's a lot of opportunity in green energy and things like that. So, not 100% sure, but hopefully, you'll see some good opportunities in the future.
Yeah, but at your age, that's the right approach, isn't it? I mean, you've narrowed it down. Obviously, a very tough major. I'm sure it's a be a dumb question to ask you if it's been tough juggling, but with being that rising fifth year senior, is it you're starting to see that light at the end of the tunnel after all these years of juggling the tough academic at life, but the high standards on the pitch there?
Yeah, it's definitely crazy to see like how fast everything has gone by, but how much I feel like I've grown at Rice and all those challenges. Like you said, balancing tough academics and demanding athletics, but it's definitely been really rewarding.
So, what's your college?
I'm in Hanson College.
Okay. Any other Hanson folks on the team? Any issues with the rival colleges on the team, or that better be left unsaid?
Well, actually, my teammate and roommate Madison Kent is in Hanson too. So, but no, we don't. Not that I can think of. I don't think any rivals. We had a couple Weiss girls, but they've graduated. So
Okay, so no Levateers, anything like that.
no love tears with any grudges. Let's
Okay.
say that.
So how is the whole Rice experience? You mentioned not knowing exactly what you wanted to do after your professional playing days are over, but and this segment being largely about leadership, how do you think all this together has helped you become a leader in the future?
I think that Rice really has put me in a lot of situations where I've had to learn a lot of like leadership skills and just like develop as a person in general. Specifically, like in chemical engineering, we've got like 4 to 5 semester long group projects that are like have a big impact on your grade. And I think I've just taken like communication skills and organization skills and time management that I've learned from soccer and tried to apply that um, to those projects to be a good leader when it's time for me to be a good leader, and also a good follower in that sense. So overall, just like the being put in those situations where I've got to learn has really helped me develop leadership skills.
So, is there a memorable moment from soccer or at Rice? Maybe not, maybe just totally off the field that you can draw inspiration from that motivates you each day, or that people have told you that motivates others?
Um, well, I think I've had a handful of some memorable experiences at Rice, including, when we had that successful season a couple seasons ago, and just seeing all that hard work come to fruition. But mostly, what I'm motivated from right now is just the successful spring that we just had, and just working hard with that group of girls every day, and really just I'm just looking forward to continuing to prepare as much as I can this summer for the fall, just for that group of girls.
All right, you've got to answer this one. Not you wouldn't anyway, but one of my favorite Bella Kilgore moments, and I never professed to be the biggest soccer expert, but you doing penalty kicks, or how did that all come about? And then the fact you've scored on a couple, right? Forgive my ignorance there, but that's fascinating to me.
Yeah, so Brian has me taking free kicks and then penalties occasionally. Me or Delaney will take them usually. But yeah, just I don't know. He comes up with great great tactics. So I get to come up and take some of those. Really just happy to help out the team if I can score a couple or put some on frame for people to follow up. But yeah, it's just a fun thing that not a lot of goalkeepers get to do. I don't know many, but it's really fun for me.
So, on in baseball, I think we have 5 different Memorial guys that are on the baseball roster, and I just made up a nickname, the Memorial Mafia, because there are so many of them. But understand, you have, even though I mean, we established your California roots, but coming over here to the great state of Texas, you've got the big headline of the offseason, TCU transfer. Tell us about an old friend reuniting here on South Main.
Yeah, so I went to Memorial High School just down the road from Rice, and Grace Collins and I were teammates throughout high school soccer. We actually didn't play club together, but we played high school soccer together, and we had a pretty successful high school team, and it was a lot of fun for us. And we're still really close. The group of girls gets together every off season, but I'm really excited for her to join the team because I mean her resume is fantastic, but just her work ethic and her leadership that she's going to bring to the team as well is going to be really big for us. So I'm excited to play with her again.
Yeah, on the pitch, what's the biggest difference that she'll make? You know her
Yeah.
better than any of your teammates right now, so give us a peek into that.
She's extremely competitive, and she's going to be a great goal scorer that's going to step in and really just bring us some of that fire that we need up top. So I'm really excited for that.
So naturally, this segment, of course, called Tomorrow's Leaders. What's a piece of advice you give someone that's looking to become a better leader?
Um, I think the best thing that I've learned from Rice, and it's something we talk about a lot with the soccer program, is just having a growth mindset and knowing like you're not always going to be perfect and you're going to make mistakes. But if you just strive to be the best version of yourself, like that's not going to lead you the wrong way. That'll put you in the best position to be the best teammate and person and leader that you can be.
All right, finally, I know it'll be here before we know it, but what are you looking forward to most with the upcoming season?
I think I'm just looking forward to seeing all the hard work that we've put in through the spring and the summer um, come together as a group, and seeing these new freshmen and new transfers come in. Just excited to work with everybody and really savor every last practice and game I've got at Rice because I've just really enjoyed my time here. But yeah, I'm just really excited to getting back and working hard with everybody.
And also, it's a big international flavor with Rice student athletes. Do you kind of guide them? Hey, we got some good, some of the barbecue spots, got to go to this good. But Houston is such a diverse and international city. When I've talked to other international Rice student athletes, it seems like they do okay and they fit in nicely.
Yeah, definitely. I think Houston's one of the most diverse cities in the U.S. So The food, or you're gonna find a good restaurant for any type of food you want. And I think that also our team is diverse and we are very inclusive, and it's just a great group of people from all over. So yeah,
All right, Bella. Hey, thanks for the time. Appreciate you being such a great leader here at Rice, and can't wait to watch you coming up this season.
thanks, JP.
That is the great Bella Killgore here on this special segment brought to you by Houston Methodist Tomorrow's Leaders.